Very cool. Smelter card in hand. Okay. Different pyre, maybe? I kind of like Bogworm's Growth. Bogworm's Growth is a good all-rounder, and I'll keep playing with Wormkin. So, she can smelt whatever, whenever. Boilerplate's pretty good. Bog Chrysalis is alright. Infusion's not terribly good. Weapon Craft can equip 1 additional equipment. Okay. Summon, add 2 scraps, and apply refined to... Oh, interesting. So, you get her to have some scrap, and then it becomes better over time. I kind of like the idea of weapon craft. She can equip 2 weapons. That's pretty neat. Cards come with a random upgrade. I like the sound of that. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen anything about this champion. I knew it was Heph. That's about it. Alright. Smelter card in hand. Smelter card in hand. So she really does just become kind of strong. It's like her whole shtick. Okay. I mean, I kind of get it. But also kind of don't. Yeah, we are unfortunately going to take 4 damage here, which isn't that bad. Okay. Okay, 4 damage is fine. Considering that we just win. Alright. I'm totally all about that. You won? Nice. Which starter did you start with that you were struggling so much? Because I had Totodile. I don't remember finding it too hard, at least at the start. Metallurgy with a chain is kind of nice. Sorry, spell chain. None of those are tempting, though. Oh, you also picked for Alligator. I wonder why it's so difficult, then. So this guy's a tank, which is kind of nice. So, Armor 25, Revenge, Forge 1, and you can't gain armor. Or this guy. Infused Steel Guard. I kind of like the idea of... They're both pretty good. I'll go this guy because he's already got the small stone, which is kind of nice. And then the funny part is I can give him the large stone now, which makes it... Which doesn't actually do all that much. It doesn't penalize him, I should say. Apply the eggs, upgrades, equipment, and stat changes. So giving burst to these guys is kind of interesting. Yeah, let's give burst to these guys. That seems pretty good. Alright. We'll see how we go. So go Hep, Steward, Bog, other guy. Whose name I forget. Let's cook this. Alright. Whoa, okay. I don't know where all my cards are. It feels like I'm not drawing like any of my anythings. What cards has this deck got? Okay, you need to go. Any number of these guys need to go. Give them a piece of equipment. That might help a little bit. Alright, and we just win. I think it's just off the basis that our champion's like kind of decent. Weird. Yeah, I don't think I deserve to win that at all, but I'll take it. Hammerfall is actually quite nice, I'll take that. Yeah, none of these are... Oh, what is this deck right now? I'm gonna go for another Railforged unit. Whoa, 100 armor. I'll go for the Forged Steward. The Forged Steward's quite nice. Mystery Box, love to see it. So the good thing about the large Mystery Box is it can give you cards that you don't actually have yet. So you can get to try out some of the perhaps more interesting stuff. Multi-strike on these guys is also kind of fire. I can't push his attack units to the back. I kind of hate that. Alright. So I'll stick you at the top. You here, and then you. Salvage this. Metallurgy this. Metallurgy this. And then we'll get some more armor on this guy, I think. Sure, I'll give you a piece of equipment. That sounds actually pretty good. Okay, the big thing is I need these eggs to hatch. So these eggs need one more point. Okay, it's not that bad. Once we can hatch the eggs, we're kind of cooking. So I think the egg is about to hatch. This guy's doing okay. Put this away. Let's grab another weapon. Put you over here. Let's increase these guys' damage, why not? Okay, interesting. So the big thing these guys need is they need more of everything. Okay, let's... So you have 4 attacks. I'll send one of these guys up to the top, I think, so we can at least stop this guy. We take 6 damage, it's not that bad. Send you back here. Okay, that works. Pop this. More. Very good. Alright. I'm still figuring all this out. It's all still quite confusing to me, I'll be honest. But I think we should be okay here. I'll send this guy back down to the bottom just to secure the victory. Metallurgy. Get rid of the Fracture. We'll go Metallurgy again. Get rid of the Soul Savage. More of this. And more attack. Alright. Yeah, these Bogflies are actually quite good. The problem is they take quite some time to actually come online, so to speak. Yeah, the Sentry Turret, it sounds cool, but I don't really know what the point is. I suppose if you are making the enemy units move around a lot, it could be decent, but I think I need more energy here. I'm very pressed for energy. Okay, let's go for a heal. Wormkin. I do quite like the First of Kin. First of Kin is quite good. I don't have a lot of cards that consume, though, which kind of makes him not as good. The Kin Host? I don't know if Kin Host is even... I mean, I guess First of Kin is at least a decent unit, if nothing else. We'll equip 2 additional equipments. Wow. It's a shame I don't actually have any, like, good equipment. Okay, let's hold over Metallurgy. Let's reduce the cost of Hammerfall again, so at least it becomes a better card. I can play it for free if I need to. This guy's annoying as hell. Alright, let's just get to smelting, I guess. Alright, works for me. Interesting. Merge 2 equipment together and apply -1. So did that do anything? No, it failed. Alright, fair enough. Okay, salvage the bell for sure. The weapon, this guy may as well get a weapon. So I'll put some units down here. Oh well, you might as well just die then. We can take 6 damage now. Or I can... Let's not take any damage. Let's just not take any damage. How's that? You know? If I have a choice between taking damage and not taking damage, let's not take damage. Get some more equipment, Crown Champ. I mean, we're doing hella damage, which is kind of... It's actually kind of wild how much damage we're doing. No, let's restart this turn. Actually, I was already winning. I don't need to play any cards. Yeah, there's literally no reason to play anything. We've already won. Okay. And somehow this is working out okay-ish. Yeah, I don't know, man. It feels weird. It feels like it shouldn't be working, but it kind of is right now. Echo Burn does what? Extract 3, draw 2. Ugh. No. No. Alright, any units that are worth upgrading? I mean, I've got some units that are worth upgrading, but... Would I rather try and upgrade some spells? I mean, what spells would I upgrade? I think I'd rather go get an artifact. Let's see what we can get here. When you play a third card, draw 1. That's not bad. Ooh. Savage Skin, Savage Heart, Savage Spirit. I can make this guy even tankier. Let's do it. Let's make this guy even tankier. Actually... No, it's on Revenge they gain Rage. I was gonna say, could I make these guys permanently gain tons of attack, but I don't think it's gonna quite work the way that I originally thought. Because I was like, oh, it's gonna make them do like 1,000,000 damage, but they have to actually get hit first, which isn't really that likely. Dualism, more armor, gain more armor. Sure. That sounds good for him. And we'll just pass. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage. I don't see us winning this. We've got some decent units, but not enough decent units. Okay. Not quite good enough for a kill, but pretty close. We drew the shackles again. How unlucky is that? Okay, that's not too bad. It's not one of these. And let's drop this out. Big damage. So he's got huge armor. He's got ridiculously good armor. But that is really all that he's got. I think, yeah, Steel Guard is the thing that he already has. Can play another Boilerplate. Let's not right now. Actually, I'll just give him the Boilerplate. Hey, Brad. Yes, I am very locked in. Never played this game. What's the process? Seem pretty locked in with your gameplay. So basically, think of it's like Slay the Spire or other similar games if you're familiar with those. Basically, the premise is, you're trying to defend the train from all these enemies coming on, and you need to upgrade your cards, make your deck. But it's like any other roguelike sort of card game that you may have seen before. But it's quite addictive. And I'm very bad at it. But welcome, Brad. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, if I miss any chat messages, this game really pulls me in, and I don't always see what's going on. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage here, unfortunately, but there's not too much I can do about that. Alright. We do just... I don't know how we keep winning. Like, this doesn't make any sense. By all known laws of aviation, a bee should not be able to fly. Oh well, I mean, I'll take it. Awesome. It's a great game. So you go through, do battles, and then you upgrade in between the battles to become stronger. These bog flies are actually so good. It's actually ridiculous how good these guys are. Apply burst to friendly units. It's pretty good. Gain 4 capacity, gain 1 echo, and just gain 4. That's kind of wild. Let's do it. You play Magic the Gathering, so you like card games? Nice. I wouldn't say it's terribly similar to Magic the Gathering, but I mean, it's got obviously the card game aspect, which is a big similarity. Quickness is pretty good. Alright, I can remove 2 cards from the deck. Let's get rid of a spear and a shield. Yeah, this one's just PvE, I guess, as opposed to PvP. So you're just battling the AI. Just pop this guy here. Alright. Gain some gems. These guys some damage. Reap, reap. Pop that guy. Alright, not bad. So the big takeaway is I want these bugs to get really strong. And they get stronger the more of these echoes that I can generate. So echoes are like this magical energy type thing. Alright. I guess we'll just play the Boilerplate. Seems like a pretty good idea. This guy at the front is very tanky right now, which is good. Burn this. Burn this. I can kind of chain these together, which is quite nice. He has so much armor. Alright, let's give you a bit more damage. These guys are doing 61 a pop and they attack so many times. They attack a lot, which is kind of nuts. Wow. Just incredible. You can be even better. Put this guy in front so you can soak up some damage. Do some smithing. And now I'm out of points. So you have a limited amount of energy per turn. You draw however many cards it is, it depends on the situation. And the whole thing about this faction that I'm playing as is we're like blacksmiths, like kind of. So a lot of my card combos are about playing my cards at the right time and upgrading them in the heat of battle, which is pretty neat. I'll save this for the final round. That's going to be pretty good. Distinct. This card cannot interact with cards that share its name. Oh. That's kind of cool. So the good thing about these cards is I basically can play them for free. Any card that smelts and costs 1, if I use a 1-cost card, it literally just plays for free. Which is kind of wild. Actually, it's better to play it the other way around. Ordering is always a bit of a struggle for me. You know, to quote Drake. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me, as Drake would say. Alright. I mean, we're doing pretty good. My guy at the front is going to get killed now, which is a bit of a worry. But there isn't really too much else I can do to save him. I can refresh his armor, I suppose. I mean, that kind of works. Sure. Let's refresh his armor. But now he's just A-OK. As long as I just keep putting armor on these guys, it's actually, like, totally fine. Right, full throttle, give everyone another attack. That card is actually so good. That's a really good card with Permafrost. I am very much a fan of that. So we just win here, which is good. Yeah, so we get lots of forge points. It's mostly the layout that's different from Magic Basilisk. Similarities, a lot of attacking defending creatures, spells cast. Yeah, I'm sure there's some similarities. For sure. Choose a card, smelt all cards in hand except the chosen card. I'll take it. I reckon that's actually not bad. What do I get here, though? I reckon I just go for more energy. I feel like energy is the biggest concern right now. Alright, I think I'm going to go for items, because I want to make... Trample. Whoa, okay. Do I have a room card? Yeah, I've got the Echo Bloom. I want to make the Quick Steel deployable, so you can play that at the start of the match. Inferno Room's pretty good too. I'll grab Inferno Room as well, why not? I can always have it as a backup. I could have a second set of flies. I kinda like that, that's kinda awesome. Okay, let's see how this goes. This should be interesting. Okay, we have to play Savage Shackles first. Play this. Bug. Yeah, I can't play both sets of eggs at the same time, unfortunately. Give him the dagger. Echo Bloom. Get another bog up there. Okay, burst. Let's put this guy at the top. Put our Inferno... No, you know what, let's just burn and turn. Burn everything. Let's start building up some forge points. No, these guys all just die. There's no penalty to killing these guys right now. Sweet. I keep misplaying. Call me Mr. Misplay. I'm so just prone to misplaying. Alright, stick that on you. Definitely want to get more of these echoes going. Because these guys get stronger, every one of these crystals gets filled up. Give this guy some armor. May as well put this guy there. Okay, these bugs are kind of wild. Alright. That works. Damn, dude. That's just crazy. So much freaking damage. Yeah, I'm literally just throwing away all my cards. Like, it's like I don't even need any of these cards. I'm just like, I don't want these cards. Take them. More damage. Now, unfortunately, this big guy's gonna make it through. Probably one of these guys will make it through, in all likelihood. Not if we full throttle. Now we do at least a little bit better. The metallurgy. I'll burn the other metallurgy, because why not? Pull a card back to hand. Let's get an infusion. Take out this guy. I think we win? Yes. What if I do this? Now we don't win. Okay, let's not do that. Alright, I'll take a win here. I'm but kind of beside myself this is even working. This shouldn't be working. Like, these bugs should not be so powerful, is the bottom line. They should not be as good as they are. Extract 1, consume, deal damage twice, gain 2 on Slay. It's tempting, but I think I've already got way too many cards. Alright, I think I actually want to get Inferno Room to start. Iron Tongue is also kind of good. I'll grab Iron Tongue, and let's make Inferno Room deployable. Alright, Trinkets and Baubles. Non-banner units are deployable. Doesn't really help us. When you forge, gain another forge point. Yeah, that sounds incredible. Duplicate any card. Pick a card, any card. I'm kind of like, let's get another just Chrysalis. Alright. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Oh no, I didn't draw, like, anything that I actually need. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie me. That is horrendous. I'm gonna have to rate my own unit. Okay. And so far we're still in it. But I don't know how much longer that's gonna last for. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's get rid of this bell. Fracture, fracture. Burst of kin. Alright. I've hatched one of my eggs. Here we go, there's Glow Bloom. Get that going. Part of me is just like, just take it full throttle, man. Let's do it. Let's go full throttle. Alright. All the bugs have been summoned. Alright, this is as good as it gets, I think. Alright. Intelligy for this. Intelligy for this. Pop that. Salvage this. And pop that. I think... I don't know, man. Unfortunately, my big tank guy gets killed here. Which could be... could spell the end for me, to be honest. Okay. More damage is always welcome. Alright, this is it. Okay, we can stick down the railgun. Let's keep crack-a-lacking with all this stuff. Alright. Here we go. I think it's going to come down to, can I just wipe them out in like one turn? I think the answer is probably no. Okay, full throttle. That barely moved the needle. Intelligy. Intelligy. Yeah. Yeah, about 1,200 points short. Alright, let's try this again. I've screwed myself, I think, here by filling up my hand on deployment phase. Okay, I'll put this guy on the top. I'll put you here with Heph. 2 of my Chrysalises, dagger. So the maximum amount of units is 7, I think. So right now this floor becomes 6. If I add another one, I don't think it really helps me is the problem. You know what? Let's put it down. Let's just see what happens. Let's get the sweeper on this guy. Intelligy. Some damage on this guy. Yeah, the big issue is not drawing all of the like room cards and stuff that I really needed. That's really bad. That kind of screws me more than anything else. At least this guy at the top is pretty tanky. Let's just give this guy a metric F ton of armor. Let's hang on to this one. Okay, we got the first egg hatched. Now we can go Echo Room. Get all this shit out. Extract 6. That's too much. I can't afford to extract 6. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible to win this. It feels maybe a bridge too far. Put that down. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not getting any more eggs right now, which is a big issue. There goes my tanky guy, which means that my champ is now going to get all the hits. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit too far. Just don't know what else I can really do. Okay, let's keep smelts and stuff. Okay, I think this egg should hatch now. Alright, we've at least got that going for us. So we got a whole buttload of eggs and shit. Look at all these freaking insects. Okay, pop that guy down. Crack this. Crack this. You know, having any more access to burst is very worrying. $3,000 damage, so we've actually done quite decent for ourselves. We might actually just have enough to win. This guy's not going to have a lot of health left. Okay. 230 HP. Holy shit. No way. Unreal, dude. So it was literally having those extra bugs that was the clutch. Bogfly is literally the greatest card in the game. What can I say? Insanity. Absolute, just freaking insanity. Wow. I'm kind of beside myself right now. That's just crazy. Alright, Forge level 6. Slay, restore 2 pyre health. Whoa, that's interesting. When you play Room Cloud, apply capacity 1 to the floor. That's not bad. Wormkin, summon the Bog Wormling. I don't know if that's a new card or what. I like how Monster Train just like puts Remy Cat on blast. You've won with the Railforge twice. Remy's never won. He doesn't even own the DLC. He hasn't played this game in so long. That was a very satisfying win. Goodness gracious. Awesome. Just freaking awesome. That's all I have to say about that. GG, yeah. Indeed. I don't know how I won that, to be honest, but I'll take it. Alright, let's play the new game mode again. So, what do I want to start with? 3 random cards upgraded. This one's not bad. Showtime is pretty decent too. Mimic is pretty good. I think I might go for Mimic. Maybe Solaris. Let's see. Alright, first of all, who do I even want to play as? Select the high difficulty. I'm not going to go in the high difficulty just yet because it's pretty monk-ass. So I've got the Mimic. The attached equipment gains 5 permanently. I mean, we have to start with equipment for that to work. You have to unlock all the souls to start with 3. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, let's get Solaris then, I think. Solaris is pretty good, so it gives us more energy. I think I will play as the Railforged. And I think I will stick with, Heph. I kind of thought Heph was kind of interesting. Let's go Awoken as our second faction so we can get some heals. Bogworm's Growth is pretty good. Let's go. Alright. Animus of Speed is not a great starter. Metallurgy is pretty good, though. Alright, let's upgrade. Weaponcraft, apply 10 health and armor to the equip-friendly unit. Sorry, 10 damage and 5 armor. Sure, let's try this one. And we've got the Sentient with spikes. Perfect. Smelt grants additional energy. That seems very good. So I can smelt cards that are free and get energy for literally nothing. That's literally money for nothing. Wow, it actually works exactly as I thought it would. Let's get you to be a bit stronger, maybe. Okay, these guys all die. Wow, being able to just get tons of energy from smelting is nuts. I need to try and find some cards that are X cost cards, because they're going to be so good for me. Let's get you powered up. You can get more heals. And so far, very good, honestly. Let's just pass. I mean, having 2 champions feels very strong. Alright. Boilerplate. Sounds good to me. Wildwood Sap is pretty good as well, so I'll take that. Alright, who do we want to go up against? I kind of want to save the Light Forges for last. So let's go for let's go for unit upgrades to start. Random floor loses 3 capacity. That's kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. We can get a Railforge unit or an artifact. Let's try and get a good unit. I kind of like Salvage Machine. Salvage Machine's pretty good. We can remove some cards. Let's remove a spear and a shield, because we don't really need that many units. Random trinkets. Nothing in there's anything that we can afford to begin with, but, you know, above that, nothing really that useful. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. Yes, I believe this guy just, like, travels through, yeah. Doesn't actually do anything. Let's get you some regen. Let's salvage the scrap metal, which is worth so much. Salvage the Spear Steward, and we'll salvage that. I mean, so far we're off to a pretty good start here. Salvage Vine Grasp, and let's put some heals down to get some regen. Get another weapon. Very good. I like Heph. I think I like Heph a lot better than Herzal. I completely played that wrong, but it didn't really matter. I was just playing cards. I need to actually lock in. I think I'm very tired after this week, I'll be honest, folks. Alright, the Weldling. Apply armor equal to half its attack to the front friendly unit. That's kind of really good. Let's get it. Restoration Detonation is fantastic. Let's grab that. Alright. Get another Awoken unit, or we can remove some cards. Let's keep the deck thin. Right, upgrade my champion. Make the... Oh, the weapon becomes better. Nice. And it increases the boost that we get. My secondary champion got what? Nothing. How's that work? Titanite. There's not really anything I want to Titanite, is the problem. Yeah, I don't really have any units that I want to actually upgrade. I can remove more cards from the deck. Let's get rid of the Spear Steward. And I'll get rid of a Vine Grasp, because I kind of hate Vine Grasp. Copy a card. Let us copy... Let's copy Boilerplate. Boilerplate's kind of lit. Reduce capacity by 1 and trigger Gorge on resolve. Ooh. It's kind of horrendous. Let's restart. I keep forgetting I've got access to the free smelt here. Let's boilerplate you. Let's armor up you. Drop some cards. I've got so much energy. Alright. Get some regen. Get some armor. Smelt this. Let's get you boosted. At least this guy dies. Good for us. Pop this bozo. I don't have anywhere to put this guy now. Why is that annoying? I think he gives himself armor on resolve now, which is not that bad. I'd rather kill the Treasure Goblin. Ah. I didn't notice that the Treasure Goblin was going to live until after I'd played everything already. Okay. Still quite weak. I do no damage to the boss. That is incredibly unfortunate. Wow. Yeah, we're just done. I just have no damage. Alright, GG, I guess. What went wrong there? I guess really I wasn't doing that much damage, or I didn't really have that much of anything going for me, but that felt like very abrupt. Like, bam, just completely smashed. So we're getting all of our upgrades. I kind of like the infested one sounds kind of interesting.